Hey guys, welcome to Open House. We have a special guest this week, as you can see.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me.
Lawrence Sontag.
Thank you, Don.
Could you please not step on my intro?
Is there anything of mine you won't take?
We're finishing each other's sentences like we always do.
All right, let's finish each other's sentences. I love to go
Red.
You stole my red joke.
Don't leave your browser open, Lawrence.
For the record, Don also has to keep track of the things we're saying.
Well, that's what he normally
We're
does.
saying them.
A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
I don't know what that means.
Don, you better be taking those notes over there.
He's taking notes.
We're gonna say something funny here in a second.
Conceiving of photoshops and taking notes.
And if you feel like we're getting kind of like
I'll be
off
finishing your
base,
sentences. Oh.
if you feel like we're getting kind of off base, just give us a nudge and be like, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Especially Elise, you're gonna have to nudge her a lot.
Speed us up.
But keep your eyes on the paper cut.
Elise.
You want me to wrap it up?
Go on, I can nudge her for you because you took everything else.
First question from Father Fishcake. If Superman landed in the Funhaus office instead of an old farm, how would the Funhaus team raise and parent such a child?
So here's the thing about Superman.
Yeah.
He didn't discover until like his late 20s, early 30s that he was like could do anything
He
he
was
wanted.
Superman, yeah.
Yeah, so I would try and to instill the child with the knowledge that he can bang his way through high school if he wants to. Just every single chick.
Because you know he'd be Superman, but he doesn't, so you'd be like, more confident, son.
Yeah.
You can get out there and bang anybody you want.
Well, you know how Superman's like, there's a scene where he's like, oh, I realized that I can throw the football
I'm sorry.
200 yards.
I'm sorry to interrupt. The keyboard is really distracting.
Don, you're gonna have to
So
be quieter.
quieter.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
type
kind of keep
quieter.
it down a little bit.
Yeah, so it's...
So if I was raising Superman, I would tell Superman to start a YouTube channel.
Oh.
Because I feel like if Superman needed to make some money, because he probably, Superman's not inherently rich.
Yeah.
So he'd have to get a job, but it'd be really cool to see him play video games on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
He wouldn't use his powers.
No.
He would just play games.
I mean, I would think that we do use his powers and we make him edit for us. It'd be great to have somebody with like those fast fingers. You know, and I'm not just talking about Lawrence, ladies. But like somebody that can like really put those edits together super fast, and maybe somebody new on Open House, since
Don's really loud.
Don, keep it down, please.
He's trying.
I would, since I have the luxury of educating him from a young child, I would reinforce that you only have powers as long as I am rich and sexually satisfied. So, and I'd have to keep some kryptonite on hand just to give some negative reinforcement.
Good
Like,
idea.
it's been a day, son. I'm starting to get a little horny, and then I, sneak it under his bed so
You
he
have
feels sick.
sex?
Are you having sex with your
No.
adopted son?
No, he's finding women for me to have sex with.
Kidnapping.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that. He's Superman.
Well, he would convince them to because he's so charming. He would sweep her off her feet, deliver her to me.
Don, did you write down Lawrence rape?
It looks like he wrote Lawrence sleeps with
There
Superman,
we go.
Lawrence
Oh,
pig
yeah.
on farm joke.
Oh,
So this is going to be real funny when we watch this back.
Matt Peak, what would you tell the superest of man?
To go play in the dirt to build up that immunity, especially to Earth.
You picked an indestructible man.
Yeah, he doesn't get
build
sick,
immunities.
but okay.
Yeah, well, and then I would teach him that red is blue and blue is red.
Just to
So his
confuse him.
suit would be all backwards.
Just to confuse him. Why not? Fuck it. Let's fuck with Superman.
The libertarian
Oh, you didn't
Tom.
ask Don.
You're right, we didn't.
Don, you got a good answer for this one?
Yeah, sure I do. I would force Superman to watch all sorts of Batman-themed pornography, raise him to love Batman, so that instead of the travesty we had Batman vs. Superman, it'd be the world's greatest romantic comedy.
Batman in Superman.
Oh,
You want me to write that down?
yeah, go ahead and make a note of that. Our next question, the libertarian Thomas, with Thanksgiving quickly approaching, Funhaus is put in charge of designing a balloon/float for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh.
What do you guys design, and what makes it stand out from other balloons and floats?
So I've been thinking about this a long time.
Yeah.
Years and years and years. It'd be called the Vag Badger. And the Vag Badger is a badger. That's
Yeah.
a balloon.
Yeah.
But what the Vag Badger does is got a magnet on the end of his nose. It's a really giant float.
Yeah.
And every woman in the crowd, I've planted magnets in their pants. And so then the badger would and it suck to each one's pants.
Oh, got
on
him.
their crotch. And that's why they call him the Vag Badger.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to say what makes it stand out. It's a Vag Badger.
Oh, but that would be the...
But what happens?
What? Do you have a problem with the Vag Badger?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm all about spectacle. So mine would be me with a good Thanksgiving dinner plate in my hand, eating it, while on a little tricycle right down the center of the street. So it'd just be a little squeaky wheel.
Yep.
I'd be trying to shovel it in my mouth and spilling some mashed potatoes. That's okay. People are cheering. I'm having the time of my life, and everybody's getting in the holiday spirit.
Do you know what the Vag Badger with that ultimate?
Stop asking about the
He
Vag
just described
Badger.
it.
I just described it to you. Elise, what's your answer?
So I think we would take the most inflated man of Funhaus. I'm not talking about James. We'd take Tyrone.
Oh!
And we'd do a giant
answer. That's a
Tyrone
That's a really good
balloon.
answer, yeah. Would you put a magnet
He's
in his
also
nose and
inflated.
put magnets on women's crotches so he'd...
Got him.
Tyron wouldn't need the magnets.
Mine would be it'd be a balloon called White Dog, and it'd be a large white dog with a big round nose and like a little black part on his nose, and he'd float around.
Does he fight the Blue Baron?
What?
Matt Peak.
I don't know. Our desks like this on a float on a platform.
That's a good idea.
And we're just playing a game, not even doing anything with the
Clutching
parade.
on.
And there's no suspension. There's like no suspension or whatever. So it's just every pothole.
One of us falls off. Should we ask Don about this one or no?
Don, you got any good Thanksgiving floats?
Sure, I can think of one. I would make it the Funhaus Thanksgiving Day Parade balloon would be a big balloon shaped like Bruce.
What?
Right at the climactic point of the parade with the biggest crowd.
Sure.
All the people would pull the ropes and would release gas.
Oh!
Like from Batman.
That's a
Exactly
great
like that,
idea.
yeah.
That's
Ali
really good.
Bale, 93, writes, "Congratulations! Funhaus has been approved to participate in a foreign exchange program. Where would you go, and what presents would you bring to your host families?"
Well, I would head to Siam, and I wouldn't be able to bring anything because I would be living with like a monk, like at a temple, like the temple from the beginning of Mortal Kombat. And so I'd have to leave all my worldly possessions behind, and then I would train in
Did you get those little
different martial
dots,
arts.
those little Krillin dots?
If I earned them, yeah, I'd earn Krillin dots.
Man, how awesome would that be? Your first porn after 2 years meditating on a mountaintop. Just porn and like a hamburger and chicken nuggets all over your body. Good stuff.
Nirvana, I call it.
Lawrence, do you have an answer?
I'd go to South Korea to become the professional gamer I've always meant to be. For my host family, I would bring them a beautiful American son, which is me. So they could adopt me, and I would tell them all about America. I'd be wearing a Letterman jacket because they love that stuff, and I would sing to them in their native tongue, K-pop. And then all of the girls would just be banging on the windows because I'm so attractive and good at video games.
Sounds like you're just trying to convince them that you are all those things, but
It's a whole other nation, Bruce. They've never heard of me. Much like Superman, I get to rewrite my own legacy there.
Elise?
I'd go to Estonia, and you know how like sometimes bands are big in Japan or overseas? Most people don't know this, but Matt Peak is huge in Estonia.
What?
Huge Estonian fan base. So I would bring just like a gift basket for my family of like a bunch of like peakaphernalia. That's what they call like in Estonia. They call like peak like Matt Peak paraphernalia.
Right,
It's
like
like
paraphernalia,
peakaphernalia.
but
So it'd be
peakaphernalia,
like Matt Peak like candies. Matt Peak sex toys.
Whoa!
Matt Peak beard shavings, like a little. I just have a whole gift basket
vial of
full
skin
of,
flakes.
like,
Bags.
That sounds
yeah,
really nice.
for my host family, and then I would tell them that I know Matt, but they wouldn't believe me. Whatever.
I would go to Transylvania. What I would do is I'd bring over things that they've never seen before, like a vampire costume, and I'd be like, blah, I'm the vampire from America, and they'd be like, oh, we're so scared, and they get
Yeah.
their pitchforks and they'd charge out into the castle. Yeah, well, they'd never seen it before, so I figured, why not?
Because they drink blood there, but in America we spit it out.
Of our vaginas.
Badge Badger.
What is it?
Elise, next
Oh,
question.
Boy, this is from Not So Noble 6. We've learned that Adam dislikes examples, James dislikes Naughty Dog games, and Lawrence dislikes sobriety. What are some things the other members of Funhaus hold in disdain?
Elise, what do you not like?
James, what do I seriously like have major disdain for? Like I don't like.
Small hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, we could be here all day.
I don't like when like. No, that's mean.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Hey, Don, can you make a note? Put a thought bubble above her head
You can
when she
show
says
anything
that,
you
and
want
then
to.
put whatever you want in there.
What? Nothing racial, Don.
I don't like butt hair. I think butt hair constantly gets in the way. I feel like it's not good for anything because there are women, billions of women that don't have butt hair, and they're fine. So why can't I not have butt hair?
You should get it lasered. You should
Yeah,
look
you
into
can.
it, man.
Yeah,
You can
Bruce.
get
It
your
is
butt hair
possible
lasered
for you
off
to
and
not
be
have
gone.
it.
You can totally do it, Bruce.
But hold on. Now, wouldn't it be weird though? Because my entire butt is covered in hair to only get my butt crack lasered.
I think
Oh, you mean specifically the crack?
You'd have to get
I
new
mean
pants
specifically
and
the
everything.
crack.
No, it would disappear.
New
They'd do
underwear.
a fading. It'd be like when the barber asks you if you want it like just a straight line or
I could
a
have a
fade.
90s haircut on my butt?
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
Get a high fade in your asshole.
Okay, I figured it out. I don't like children.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
All
The
of
butt hair made me think of that.
Matt Pink?
Leaf blowers. They're loud.
That's a good answer.
They're pollutive.
good
They're
answer.
annoying.
I hate
Get a
them too.
damn push broom and burn some calories.
Get a damn push broom.
damn push
Peak for mayor. Peak for mayor.
I love that humans invented a whole machine whose entire purpose is this is your problem
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
That's exactly
And,
right.
and it like the sound, the
sound is the
pollution,
worst. It wakes you
the
up.
fact that it just shoves shit somewhere else. It's fantastic.
Matt Pink, read the next question.
NYR Puckhead. You are tasked with making a new game show for Nickelodeon. What are the rules along with the name of the new game show?
What were some of the game shows on Nickelodeon?
Well, Nickelodeon did all sorts
Wild
of
and Crazy Kids, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Nick Arcade,
Double Dare.
Guts, Family Double
So
Dare.
ours,
And they did everything.
Ours could be like Legends of the Hairy Nipples.
Proceed.
It's a game where instead of exploring a temple, you're exploring the human anatomy.
Oh.
So the setups to it are different little trivia games related to sexuality and biology, but then the final goal is you have to...
Wait, go on.
I was gonna say, you have to go inside the thing and make it come.
I was gonna say, and then when you lose, you get spunked.
You get spunked. Yeah,
And it's this giant penis just.
yeah, you get spunked all over. Splatters all over you.
Oh,
But the
man.
winning team goes in pairs into the crotch.
Yeah.
They're digging around. They have 60 seconds
You gotta
to
get the prostate.
make it come, and then if they don't, you get spunked all over.
But if you win, you get a leaf blower.
Don, read the last question for us.
Sure, yeah. Funhaus is running for office.
no.
Well, you gotta tell
Cut
who,
the show every
who
week.
wrote the.
Come on, Don.
You edit the show, right?
He's got
yeah.
it. He's got it now.
We'll pick this up. They'll never know. Watch.
Don, read the last question for us.
Sure, Bruce. Blue Morning writes in, Funhaus is running for office. What scandals do each of you have?
I designed a game show where you get spunked, where kids get spunked on.
Someone gotta make a sequel about my life. I'm haunted.
Ooh, Eddie Murphy. I'm haunting you.
Oh, Dad, you so scary.
Why'd they put the Dapper Dans in that movie? It's just not okay.
I would like to haunt any one of the hosts of any of those Ghost Hunter shows.
Oh, that's a great idea.
They're like, fuck